It's still early in the season, and teams are still trying to figure out rotations. Greg, what's it like to play in a game like that tonight?
Well, for a lot of these guys, Kevin, it's all about jockeying for position, making an argument for minutes. You want to earn the trust of your coaches.
And now the opening lineup for Phoenix. The backcourt pair for him, it's Payne and Booker. Up it forward, they'll have Bridges and Crowder. And it's Ayton in at the center position. Now Payne following Tobias Harris's three-point attempt. Booker, no good. Feeds it to MP. A jump hook. The shot off that time. The Suns go the other way with it. And guys, this is the first they're seeing of the 76ers this year.
Yeah, and they got the better of this matchup both times they faced off last season. Do they still have their number?
Well, the sample size wasn't that big. I mean, 2 games, not a lot to go on. But they are 2 teams at the top of the pile in each of their conferences. And because of that, I expect it to be competitive.
And the Suns miss again. Well, certainly, Clark, the 76ers the past few seasons have given their fans plenty to feel good about.
Yeah, and you know, those Philly fans are really hard to please. They have great expectations and knowledge to go along with it. But you're right. I mean, it's been much easier to look on the bright side in Philly recently. The talent and results have been trending up in recent years.
And so it's the 76ers getting on the board first.
Boy, they are frigid right now. I mean, failing to connect on their first 4 attempts.
Driving to the basket. And slam dunk by Maxey.
Wow, fired that bounce pass in there beautifully.
They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Out to Payne. Bridges inside. Covered by MP.
A fantastic defender. Embiid is consistent, not only blocking shots, but going after them as well, especially when he's in the air.
And then the young fella busts out the slick move inside to get open for the jam.
Greg, that was sick and slick. The D had no chance.
Yeah, he was 1 step ahead of him the entire way.
Here's Bridges. 76ers getting the bucket. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. That one on Harris.
And talking about a franchise that has done a complete 180, look no further than the Phoenix Suns. Before 2021, they hadn't even been to the playoffs in 10 years.
And that one falls for Bridges. In just 4 seasons, Phoenix, Greg, went from last in the conference to the best record in the entire NBA. It's been an unbelievable story.
And there's a lot of talent on this team, not to mention a great coach in Monty Williams. The future is bright for this franchise.
And so he's able to get 1 of 2.
And a talented swingman. Bridges is someone to keep an eye on as he continues to round out his game.
They blow the whistle just as he gets it off. That's 2 points with a chance for another one at the stripe.
This is as good as it gets for a first quarter in terms of shooting the basketball.
You're exactly right. I mean, everything seems to be dropping. Impressive scoring here.
What do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for the 76ers?
Their chemistry. That's what really stood out so far in this one to me. Look at the number of assists they've been able to rack up so far.
Also, they're getting into the teeth of the defense. Points in the paint, something coaches always love to see.
And the free throw, no good.
Hey, there's no denying the direction in Philly. They want to win now. The Sixers have an attitude coming from their front office that they want to get it done now, and I like seeing that.
It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. What's the latest, David?
Well, Kevin, Monty Williams gave me a few minutes to catch up. This is the first meeting of these 2 teams, so he didn't know exactly what to expect. But he does know that he wants his guys to attack offensively. He feels their success on that end will dictate their success through the game. So, guys, we can expect them to be aggressive early on.
Appreciate that, David. Interesting report there, GA. The team focused on what it can do offensively.
Bottom line, in this league, you have to score points. Sounds like they have a plan.
Yeah, and we'll see how it reveals itself, that plan. If the theory is proven right, they'll have a nice foundation to work from.
And the Suns call their first time out of the game. And for the 76ers organization, the expectation is, of course, Clark, a championship.
And that's where the expectation should be when you have a potential MVP in Joel Embiid. I mean, he's been an MVP candidate multiple seasons in a row. I think the Sixers should be thinking tight.
And the 76ers with a completely new group now. And the Suns here with a different look. Saric checked in for 8. Substitution here for Phoenix. Ayton, he's checked in for Saric. Crowder comes in for Torrey Craig. Mikal Bridges checked in for Damian Lee. And Cameron Payne subbed in for Devin Booker. Setting the floor for the Suns. Ayton is at the center with Johnson next to him. Mikal Bridges out there with Payne, and it's Crowder in at the 3 spot. Now here's Crowder, still looking for his first bucket in this one. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Second shot opportunity, and it's Ayton missing.
And typically he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that possession.
Oh, a nice defensive play to disrupt the alley-oop. The feed to Bridges. A miss that time would have put him up.
Boy, he has to put that one away. A solid opportunity gone awry.
Well, many thought the Suns would let Ayton walk as a restricted free agent, but they had no hesitation matching the offer to bring him back. It looks like he'll be a Sun for the foreseeable future.
We're closing in on 2 minutes played here in the second quarter. They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
Philadelphia moving the ball around. Here's MP. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. And home court advantage can give teams a huge lift. Greg, how different is it playing in front of the hometown fans?
It's huge. I mean, they give you energy. You don't want to let them down, so you tend to dig a little deeper when you're playing at home.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
He's off on the first. That one is no good. Now, Greg, a disappointing ending to the playoffs last season, certainly for the Phoenix Suns.
Well, came in the top seed in their conference only to make a second-round exit after a grueling Game 7. So this season might be revenge time for this group.
And here's Harden after Mikal Bridges hitting the 3. Basket good. Harden's got his second basket of the night.
Not a lot of resistance on the inside, and they're taking full advantage.
The play in the paint has gone almost entirely all their way.
And that outstanding drive and finish brought to you by Mobile One.
Nice take. Staying aggressive with this game, still very much up in the air. And gotta like what they've been doing down low in the post.
I certainly do. You know, I like to see guys do their work inside. Their rebounding has been excellent, and that's always important in a close game.
Now here's Johnson after the miss from MP. A moment now to hear from our sideline reporter, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. David.
Thanks, Kevin. It is hard to forget the crazy draft night for Bridges in 2018. Drafted 10th by his hometown Sixers, his mom was an employee with the team. But he was traded an hour later to Phoenix. He says it was tough, but once I came here, I loved it. The group of guys we had, I knew I wanted to be here. And they are sure glad they got him, Kevin.
They are indeed, no doubt. D.A., thank you. Landry Shamit's checked in for Johnson. Outside, Maxey. Here's MP. Hits the layup after the sweet pump fake to freeze the D. And that's now 6 points for MP.
2 minutes
and the Suns call time.
There aren't many players with a quicker first step than Tyrese Maxey.
And I love the way he uses it to his advantage, Greg. I mean, he's got an athletic advantage over most of the guys that are defending him. And he'll exploit it every chance he gets. But that quick first step and fearlessness, lethal combination.
the 76ers making a change here. Eibel's checked in, and the Suns also making a change. And a close game so far through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. The Suns on top, leading by a point. Live from Philadelphia, you're watching 2K Sports. Second half of basketball upon us. We may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game it's been so far. You know, guys, Devin Booker has been exceptional here.
And if he can keep shooting from deep like he did in the first half, he's going to be more than a handful.
Yeah, you know what? The defense is going to adjust. They'll be ready for him now, so I'm sure they talked a lot about how to slow him down.
Harrison and Embiid are manning the post position. Harden out there with Maxey. And it's MP in at the 3 spot. That's the group on the floor for Philadelphia. Maxey against Booker. Here's Payne. And the rejection by Harden. And that's out of bounds. Phoenix will retain possession. And we got to take a second look to admire that outstanding block.
You can almost feel the mindset he has. I mean, when the game's this close, he's going to bring it at that end of the floor.
And here's Booker from the arc. It's hauled in by Harris. And it's Harris with the ball for the Philadelphia 76ers. It's a 1-point game. That puts them in the lead. 6 points for Joel Embiid.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Yeah, you can't say that with enough emphasis. I mean, the defenders are just not being aggressive enough down low. You got to play with some physicality in the paint.
Now here's Booker, 13 points in the game. It's hauled in by the 76ers.
Starting slow in this half, 0 for 3 so far.
To the middle, here's MP. That shot off. Bridges with some nice defense. A fadeaway. Rebound by the 76ers. Embiid's got 9 rebounds in the game. Getting it done. MP left side. That one falls. 8 points for MP.
And they're passing the ball very crisply here. When Joel Embiid entered the NBA, many questioned if he would be able to overcome the devastating injuries.
Well, you know, he didn't play his first 2 years in the league. Those questions were fair to ask. I mean, is this guy ever going to get on the court? But once he did, oh my, a monster. I've not seen a big guy do the stuff Joel Embiid can do. It's actually insane.
Such an active shooter. I love how Booker gets defenders to try and be physical with him.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
And I know he was pleased with his foul shooting last year. How about 87% from the line?
Guys, I like that this is a part of his game that has really been consistent this year.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And he makes the first.
An accurate shooter from all areas of the floor. Booker has the confidence needed to dominate on offense.
Cameron Johnson's checked in for Phoenix. Both free throws good from Booker.
And that's another area where he is just a superb player. Excellent at the free throw line.
Harden outside. Back to Maxey. Harris looking it over to the inside. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot two. Mikal Bridges picks one up.
No question, he got bumped on that shot.
Yeah, the officials didn't need to talk that one over. It was obvious.
Philadelphia shooting their 6th and 7th free throw attempts tonight.
Not really where you'd like to be as a team in terms of free throw shooting, just about 73%.
Tell you what, it's been a different story for them at the line this season. When you measure those numbers against last season's, I mean, they've taken a big-time dip, guys.
And that one misses. Good on the second free throw. Now here's Booker. 15 points in the game. Passes it to Payne. Ayton, the pass to Payne. That shot is off. Harden with the defensive effort.
I wonder what the score would be if they weren't controlling the backboard.
It's clearly been their edge, and in a close game like this, you look for every edge you can find.
Bridges. And they're unable to get the tying basket there. For Philadelphia, they've gone 2 of 4 here to start the second half. To the paint. Here's MP. Basket is good. The assist from Harris. Harris has got 3 assists now in this one.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Timeout called the Suns. And since Tobias Harris got his big contract with the Sixers, Greg, some say they chose him over Jimmy Butler.
And while Tobias is nice, he's never been an all-star. And that's one of the few downsides to a big payday. Some might say he's overpaid. I'm sure he'll take the trade-off.
And your Sixers nasty.
And the 76ers will go for a different look here. Harrell, he's checked in for Embiid. P.J. Tucker comes in for Harris. Matisse Thybulle checked in for MP. And it's DeAnthony Melton in for James Harden. And for the Suns, Saric is checked in for 8. Torrey Craig comes in for Mikal Bridges. And Lee's subbed in for Booker. Philadelphia leading by 9. On the court now for the Suns, getting going here in the 4th. Ayton is at the center with Johnson next to him. Bridges out there with Devin Booker. And it's Crowder in at the small forward. And so Booker will bring it up for the Phoenix Suns. They've got the Timberwolves ahead of them next in Minneapolis. That'll be game 2 of 4 straight on the road. Pass to Johnson. Clock at 6. Pass to Bridges. 3-pointer. And Joel Embiid pulls it down. Embiid's got 13 rebounds in the game. Exceeding. Maxey, no good. Suns trail by 11. The pass to Bridges. Back to Crowder. Some nice ball movement here by the Suns. Booker against Harden. Booker the pass to Crowder. Ayton inside. And no good.
And that is a textbook example of how to defend your rim.
And you know, guys, I love his fight and grit on the interior. I mean, he never lets a shot go uncontested.
Yeah, way to play in attack mode and get to the line.
And, you know, the defense gets their money's worth on that foul, stopping the layup and not giving up the and one.
And what do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for Philadelphia?
They bullied the defense here in the paint. Look at all of those buckets inside. Just hard to defend in the paint.
And another thing they've been exceptional at is their passing. On-target ball movement has gotten them a lot of assists tonight.
Payne, he's checked in for Phoenix. So neither attempt will fall that time for him.
And the charity stripe once again proving to be the Achilles heel for him. His free throws have been way off the mark.
Now, here's Bridges. Passes it to Ayton. Wing shot on the way. Rebound by Joel Embiid.
Yeah, that's another miss for him. They're behind in this game largely because he shot so poorly.
On the wing, Harden. Defended by Crowder. A nice shot by MP.
Boy, what a find. Harden's passing skill. Incredible. James did win an assist title, you know.
Booker the pass to Bridges. Payne with it. Booker the bounce pass. Bridges against MP. Payne gets a wide open look. No good, and they can't put an end to this drought. The 76ers leading by 13. Kicks it out to MP. Here's Embiid. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
Well, I tell you, it's pretty obvious. Embiid takes pride in and enjoys tricking his defenders and getting them to jump on the pump fake.
At the line for your Sixers, Joel Embiid. Taking 2 shots.
And he knocks down the first one.
Clearly an MVP caliber talent now. Embiid continues to impress with his versatility on both ends. A man that big shouldn't be able to do the stuff that he does with the ball.
He's perfect from the line this time.
Well, he's certainly been on target with the free throws. Such an advantage when your bigs can knock them down from the line.
And the Suns call time.
Well, it's been an express lane to the rim. Coach can't be happy about that.
And, you know, I think he's going to tell them simply, we have to show more fight on the interior. That's the top priority right now.
And now the latest from our reporter, David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, here's what Monty Williams went over with his team during the timeout. He was measured in his words. He told his players, look, we're doing a lot of good things out there, really good things. Stay confident and stay positive in your approach. Trying to keep their hopes up, Kevin.
Thank you, David.
This is a guy who once scored 70 points in a game. Booker, doesn't take much for him to start percolating.
And the 76ers call time here.
Yeah, Kevin, they've been committing a lot of turnovers here. Taking care of the basketball is the #1 priority right now in that huddle. They've got to tighten it up.
And now, let's take a look at the New Balance player of the game, Devin Booker.
Impeccable shot selection all night long stood out to me. I mean, he made the effort to get solid looks that he knows he can make, and the consistency he shot it with, outstanding.
Now, here's MP. Back to Harden. MP left side. It's blocked.
This is where Bridges' wingspan is a factor, allowing him to reach out and get a piece of that shot.
Matisse Thybulle checked in for the 76ers. So Philadelphia wins it. Some good moments throughout this one, but they had the clear advantage down the stretch.
Yeah, I mean, I love the way they executed on both ends of the floor, completely under control for the vast majority of the game. And whenever there was a misstep, they just didn't allow it to fester. And that's why they're going to walk away with the win.
Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for watching this presentation of the NBA on 2K Sports. We'll see you next time.